The night was heavy with fog, thick and suffocating, swallowing the narrow London streets whole. I was the last one at the bus stop, 12:47 a.m., when the old number 19 screeched to a halt. The doors hissed open with a metallic groan. But no one got off. I hesitated. The air around the bus felt wrong, colder, quieter than it should be. Still, I stepped on. The interior lights flickered as I tapped my card. The driver didn't look up, his face half hidden under the shadow of his cap. "Last rap tonight?" I asked. He didn't answer. Just nodded once. I walked down the aisle. Every seat was empty. Only the hum of the engine and the faint squeal of old brakes filled the silence. I sat near the middle, close to the window, watching the fog creep past. Then I heard it. Wet, dragging footsteps. Slow. Deliberate. Coming from the back of the bus. I turned. Nothing. Empty seats, aisle dark. I leaned forward, peering toward the rear, and the sound stopped. I exhaled, forcing a shaky laugh. Probably water dripping, I told myself. But then I heard breathing. Behind me. I turned again, no one. The fog outside pressed against the glass like it wanted in. The bus jolted suddenly. My reflection rippled in the window, and that's when I saw it. A second reflection. Behind mine. A woman. Drenched. Her long black hair clung to her cheeks, water dripping from her chin. She was smiling. I froze. My heart pounded. I spun around, empty. Seat cushions damp, a faint puddle on the floor. The smell of wet soil filled the air. I pressed the stop button, nothing. No sound, no light. Dead. "Hey!" I shouted to the driver. "Let me off." He didn't move. Didn't blink. Didn't even breathe. Then his voice came from right next to my ear. "You shouldn't be here." I screamed, stumbling back. He was still in the driver's seat, but that voice, it was right behind me. I turned, and there she was again. 3 seats away. Head tilted. Water dripping from her fingers. The lights flickered. Flash, 2 seats away. Flash, 1 seat. Flash, right beside me. Her face was pale and cracked, eyes milky white. When she spoke, her voice was soft, broken, like a radio signal through static. "We've all reached our stop now." The bus screeched. Tires screamed. I slammed forward as it jerked to a halt. When I looked up, the bus was full. Every seat taken by pale, motionless passengers. All of them staring straight ahead. A low whisper filled the air, dozens of voices, all chanting the same thing under their breath. "Join us, join us, join us." I turned to the driver, his face was gone. Just smooth, gray skin where his eyes should be. He lifted a shaking hand and pointed to the front door. It hissed open slowly. Outside, only fog. Endless, thick fog that swallowed the headlights whole. The drenched woman stood, her neck cracking unnaturally to one side. She reached out and touched my hand. Her skin was ice. Then, for just a second, I saw where we were. Through the fog, faint shapes. Crosses. Gravestones. A cemetery. We'd been driving through a cemetery. The woman smiled wider, her lips splitting at the corners. "This is the last stop." I backed away. No, I'm not supposed to be here." The whispering grew deafening. The lights burst overhead, showering sparks. Every ghostly passenger turned their head toward me at once, eyes glowing faintly blue. The driver stood, reaching for me with skeletal fingers. He whispered, "Your turn to drive." The keys clattered to the floor at my feet. The woman leaned in close, her breath freezing the air. "Drive us home," she hissed. I stumbled back, my heel catching on something. I looked down, and saw my own body, pale and lifeless, slumped in the seat. The fog rolled in through the windows, wrapping around me like smoke. The passengers began to fade, Their faces melting into the mist, but their eyes stayed, hundreds of eyes floating in the air. And in that moment, I understood. The bus doesn't stop for the living. The engine rumbled. The doors sealed shut. The dashboard lights glowed red. I looked down, my hands were no longer mine. Cold. Gray. Dead. The woman sat quietly beside me, whispering with a smile. "Welcome to the route, driver." The bus pulled forward on its own, disappearing into the fog, carrying its new driver toward nowhere. The last sound before everything went dark was the faint echo of footsteps coming down the aisle again. Would you step off or take the wheel? Comment your choice below, and subscribe and follow for more terrifying stories.